an air spring and air damping system. And I just wanted to point out too that these seat posts, these are some of the nicer ones. This one's 140. This is 140. And the White Brothers is 155. So they're all in that range of price. And one thing about these is that the seat moves down and it changes the leg position in that way. So let me go back here. So when you're sitting, your legs are gonna or the seat's gonna just drop down a little bit, and your leg extension is gonna be a little bit shorter than if it was just in the normal higher position. So. And I'll get into how that's different with the parallelogram seat post. So the parallelogram seat post, the pros are that the seat moves in the direction of the bump, and I'll show you a picture here. And that means it's backwards and down. So here is the 4-bar linkage, or the parallelogram system, and what happens is when you hit a bump, the seat will actually move backwards and down a little bit here. So and the kind of nice thing is when you hit a bump, it's kind of traveling in the direction, or it's just sort of traveling in that same direction. So your weight sort of triggers that seat post to move easily. And they say that there's really no stiction in the seat post, so it moves with even the smallest little bumps. It's pretty active. It's an active seat post. What they're saying is that in the telescoping seat post, there can be a little bit of stiction or friction between the sort of inner part of the seat post that slides into the outer part. And I don't know, with the telescoping seat posts these days, I think they move pretty easily, and it really depends on sort of how you set it up as far as how stiff you have the seat post set up. So I don't know if it's that big of a deal, but it's something to note that these move pretty easily here. Let me go back to the list. Let's see here. The cons with the parallelogram seat post type is there's more pivots to keep clean and maintain. You can see that there's 4 of them right there. And this seat post you can actually get like a little neoprene cover for. So I think that would help with just keeping the pivots clean. So that may not be much of an issue, but yeah, so you can get that covered for it. And with the parallelogram seat post, there is a little more of a potential to sort of catapult you if you hit a really big bump. Since it moves back and down, the rebound is going to be up and forward. So there is a little bit of potential to kind of if you hit a really big bump, it can throw you a little bit. But again, you should probably just stay off of the big bumps, or stay off the saddle when you're going over those really rough sections. So the other one I wanted to bring up was the titanium seat post, and this is something that I'm riding right now. I have actually ridden these 2 other types, and they're nice. But right now I'm riding the titanium seat post, and I have a steel hardtail with a titanium post. And this one right here, this is the Moots. This is what I ride. It's kind of got a little bit of a curve at the end of it, and it's actually it gives you a little bit of suspension. It was definitely more than a normal rigid seat post. So I just wanted to bring it up because it's a cool way to get a little extra suspension in there. Although technically it's not a suspension seat post, but it offers a similar effect. So that pretty much covers it. I wanted to go over a couple more things here. I wanted to talk about the iTunes. If you use iTunes, whether it's for your iPod or your iPhone, or you use it just for playing music, there's a way to get updates on podcasts or episodes here at mountainbikeriding.com. And here's the main site, and this is other places to check out mountainbikeriding.com. And iTunes right here, if you click this little thing, let me go over here. This is a way to add the episodes to iTunes. And so whenever there's a new episode, this will allow you, or iTunes will automatically download it. So I just wanted to show you this because this is a way to get all the episodes via iTunes, and then you can upload them to your MP3 player. You know, it's an iPod or iPhone or something like that. So I just want to let you know about that. And let me go back here. Oh yeah, and then I think I will be submitting to try and be listed in the iTunes directory or listing soon. So I'll let you know about that, but might be another way to find me is directly through iTunes. But for right now, the only way to subscribe is going to the website and clicking on that little icon. So wanted to give thanks to some people. It was great. It's great to hear from everybody on Facebook and also on Twitter. Some people have been retweeting some of my tweets, and what that means is that every time I mention something on Twitter or have a link and somebody likes it, they can retweet it or let their friends know about it. And some people I wanted to thank was Sue and Adam and the Bike Company out of Lake Forest, California, Alvaro, David, and Joel. So thanks, guys. I appreciate the retweets. And let's see. Oh, yeah. And then, if there was anything that wasn't quite clear on this, just definitely let me know. And if you have any other comments or questions, you can leave them under this article at mountainbikeriding.com. And I'd like to invite you to join the community. Basically, let me go over to the site here. You'll see the sign up box right here. And you just put your name and email in there, and you will get the basically it's a free gear checklist, and it's a pretty basic checklist of things that you should consider taking on a mountain bike ride. So you can just refer to that and pick up all the supplies you need, or maybe you have a number of them, but there might be a few on there that you should add to your mountain bike portfolio of gear. And also you'll get updates on what's happening at mountainbikeriding.com, and then some insider tips not shared anywhere else. So definitely check that out. And let me go over here. And then lastly, just wanted to invite you to let your friends know about mountainbikeriding.com. If they're into riding or just getting into it, I think this could be a great resource for them. So please share amongst your friends. All right, well, that's it for episode number 5, and hope you have a great next ride, and I'll talk to you soon.